Advocate Mshololo is back with a bang, demanding answers today, the 5th of June, 2025. Hey, I don't know. I'm worried. I'm going to insert a video. Advocate Mshololo doing the most. I'm worried if the judge did not respond out of the pressure that you guys and everybody is putting on him. I'm worried that that's the reason maybe he did not say things to Mshololo. Or maybe this time he chose to be professional enough to ask Mshololo about his whereabouts in chamber, not in public, like he's been doing. Or maybe he still has got some grudges there and there. You know what I'm saying? He's still holding on and say, hey, we've just come out of a bit of a heated moment, so because of that, I might as well behave. I'm not sure. Oh, Mr. You can never confirm the man. You can never confirm him, but our advocate is back, and it's good. It's good because we've had a lot of things. At some point, we've heard that she was involved in an accident. Obviously, she cannot stand up in court and say, oh, I was involved in an accident and blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah, so we don't expect that. Even if we don't get to know what happened, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. They deserve their own, they deserve personal, what? Yeah, just because they're an advocate of the High Court, especially presiding over, being involved in a Senzo Meyiwa case, a high-profile case, doesn't necessarily mean that they owe us an explanation about their personal lives. So we will still have to, and we must accept the fact that we need to respect their personal lives. Right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we do know that her comment in court had to do with shakation, you know what I'm saying? But there's such an English word. There's no such. You know what there is? There is this.
As the court pleases, my lord. My lord, I just got two submissions, my lord, to make. On the introduction of a new evidence, my lord. My lord, I submit that the state is supposed to bring the application for the recalling of Mr. Mabaso, who is the one who introduced the Exhibit S, my lord, which contained the photo album that is before this court. Therefore, my lord, my submission is that from the submissions made by the state, it is not clear the reason why these pictures were not presented by the same witness, which is Mr. Mabaso, at the time when he testified. Because the state is, in paragraph 3, my lord, is making submissions to say the state was in possession of these pictures at the time when Mr. Mabaso testified. But as to the reason why this information, this new evidence that they intend to introduce now was not presented, it is not included in the submissions by the state, my lord. My lord, secondly, the new evidence by law can be introduced at any stage, even during the state case or even after the defense case, but provided a proper application is made before the court, and the reasons for the failure to include such information or evidence are placed before court. Because if that is not done, my lord, it affects a right to a fair trial of an accused person, in that he had not been given an opportunity to present and to prepare and to conduct his case on the evidence that has been presented before court. If such a new evidence is presented at this stage, the right to a fair trial of an accused is automatically violated, my lord, because he has presented his case without knowing that this information, this portion of evidence will be used against him in order to prepare his defense case adequately. Thirdly, my lord, the witness who is before this court now is not the witness who presented the Exhibit S before this court. Therefore, my lord, the new evidence cannot be introduced through this witness. Even if the court can grant the state such a leave to introduce a new evidence, but it has to be introduced by Mr. Mabaso, who is the one who introduced the pictures which are contained in Exhibit S, my lord. Yeah, thank you, my lord. Those were my submissions.
Okay, any response?
What's your take about the fact that when you look at Mshololo leaving, the Mshololo that left us, she was low on confidence. I think the confidence filter, you know what I'm saying? When you guys, some of you guys don't even know. Some of you guys have cars, but you don't even know what's going on. Oh, when the filter the petrol filter, the oil filter is dirty, you know the performance of the car. You can tell, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, I almost say things like that, but I realize that some of you are gonna get lost. You gotta be like, filter what, bongs? No, when the confidence is low, you know what I'm saying? You tend not to do well in life. Even things that you were not supposed to be doing them, you find yourself doing them because of confidence. Again, it must be remembered that when you're looking at Advocate Numalo and Advocate Mshololo, Advocate Mnisi, both three of advocates before Advocate Mnisi represented accused number 1. Really, guys, they were a bit of a vacation. But Mnisi, now that later on the case centered around accused number 3 being the one who took the life of Senzo Meyiwa, then he was a bit involved. But again, still the two advocates, Ngumalo and Mshololo, who Ngumalo represent accused number 4, Mshololo represent accused number 5, they are on vacation. Like, honestly speaking, let's talk about the contribution of Ngumalo. Ever since the cross-examination of Brigadier Geninda, what was Ngumalo doing? No, he was to sit there and do nothing and wait. Perhaps there is an opportunity for him. So we could not say per se we lost because Mshololo was not in court. No, we couldn't say that. So in a way, we didn't. But at the same time, I'm glad that she took some time off, whatever she was doing behind the scenes. I'm just hoping and wishing that she, you know what I'm saying? She's rejuvenated. She's rejuvenated. That word. My daughter. Yeah, that word. Rejuvenated. You know, I hope she's rejuvenated, gain the energy, because it takes a lot to deal with that case. It's us putting pressure. It's the fact that the trial has been 10 years without justice. And then is the state witness number 1. You know who I'm talking about. Now you need to deal with the technicalities, the pettiness in that court. So for me, I did not have a problem with her absence at all. I was just wondering what was going to happen when she comes back. Now that she's back, and almost says mistake. But let me hold myself. You know what I'm saying? Hold myself. So I'm holding myself. You know, one day I once saw under Jacob Zuma, so Jacob Zuma appointed somebody. So because Jacob Zuma appointed somebody in parliament, so he was told to withdraw. So I remember that he was saying, I'm withdrawing my fingers. So now I'm withdrawing my fingers for pointing at you. I'm withdrawing my fingers. Yeah, hey, gonna those days where you used to have fun in parliament. Okay, gotta asikalafu. Yeah, I'm just saying I'm withdrawing what I was going to say about someone in that court. But I'm withdrawing that, you know. But yeah, it has been nice, you know, to seeing Advocate Mshololo coming back with bang. And yeah, tell me in the comment section below, what do you make about this? Now that they are going to cross-examine, they are going to have to cross-examine Mangena. Guys, it must be remembered that Mangena is the guy who said they will. Mangena said that the gun that was used to take the life of Senzo Meyiwa belongs to accused number 3. So that person must be cross-examined, and we now know that the state is not intending to call any other witnesses. So I'm worried what is going to happen, but we'll talk about it. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm worried about what is going to happen because that leads us to the next video. On the next video, I want us to discuss the judge mocking Umnisi. I'm worried about what is going to happen Monday because of all things like that. But let's leave the video here with the hope that we shall see each other on the next episode. And Monday, on Monday, whether they adjourn for Tuesday or not, actually, okay, personal, I don't have a problem. But just obviously, the family deserves justice. The Sons of Miwa family deserves justice. The accused deserve justice. A day in prison is not like a day like me outside, you know what I'm saying? So I understand that. But I'm just saying, if Nisi wants break, I must be given break, guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the guy, Gabi. Hey, dealing with the pettiness in that court is not pap and flakes. But it's not where we are. That's not where we are. We talk about Advocate Mshololo doing his job. You see, this thing now, the background is competing with me. We don't like the background like this, man. The background mustn't be like this. It changes colors. I'm gonna buy a light. Come on, then I'm gonna buy a light. Bye bye, guys. See you on the next episode.